YouTube, it's Bebop07 here, and welcome back to the Heirs, aka the Wolfpack Challenge. Now in the last episode, quite a few crazy things happened, and we had some tension starting to build up between Nolan and Arrowwood. Now Nolan has found this very lovely nicheling right here, this lovely wanderer named Isanako, and they have both fallen madly in love with each other. And he was told not to invite her in the first place. Arrowwood didn't want to bring on more stress for the tribe, for the pack, and he didn't want to have this wanderer that he doesn't even know to be joining in. I mean, to be fair, he did the same with Ivy, but Arrowwood felt that it might be a little too much on the tribe. But now, Nolan is starting to get a little feisty, and I think he's starting to think of maybe pushing Arrowwood off the throne, so to speak. So he's thinking of challenging Arrowwood, and I think in his stubbornness, he might actually end up breeding with Isanako. And we'll have to see if Arrowwood stands for this, if he'll kick him out, or if he won't. And speaking of kicking out, one of you guys had an interesting idea, that instead, maybe when a nicheling is kicked out, or expelled, or whatever, that maybe we have multiple tribes, so that say Nolan gets kicked out, he and Isanako, instead of being expelled, well, Nolan would be expelled, Isanako wouldn't be, but instead of being expelled, Nolan and Isanako would probably just go to a different section on the snowy island to claim as their own. And that is something I'm thinking about, but I don't know if I'll do it yet. I want to hear you guys' opinions on it first. If you guys like that idea, let me know. But at the same time, this is a challenge, so I don't know about that. I think it's a little more challenging and makes a little more sense for us to just completely expel them from the tribe instead of having many different mini tribes. As interesting as that would be, but we'll have to see. For now, we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. And we have set up here, and lovely Ivy is going to have her baby on the next day. She still has one more day, and then she'll get to have her child. And I am very excited to see who that might be. And speaking of excitement, Itchweed, can you please just get this bunny? And that one too. And there's another bunny. There are so many bunnies. I think Nolan might very stubbornly just breed with Isanako. I think they're going to breed. But Arrowwood is going to stay over here for now, and that bunny's eating up our berries. He doesn't want to leave his daughter, so I think he's gonna wait for her to show up here, and then I think she's going to maybe reveal this acorn. Maybe, I don't think they can reveal the tree. The tree's fine. But he is going to gather from this, and they have courted for their 2 days. He's also going to reveal this bush. And Nolan is going to very stubbornly breed with Isanako. Now actually, before we do that, I do want to set up their immunities, because Isanako will be given kind of a pardon, like, alright, we know that wasn't your fault sort of dealio, and she can't breed with Arrowwood, but she might end up breeding with Arrowwood anyway. She could breed with Itchweed as well, so, At this rate, Itchweed is going to end up inheriting everything, and Nolan is going to be in trouble. But let's see. Ivy has... Wait, what did you... I want to look at your baby. Erica has E and D. She and Itchweed would not be able to breed, and... Oh, I sat her on the nest! What? What? I sat her on the nest? I wasn't supposed to do that! Oh dear, that was not supposed to happen. Okay, I'm kind of afraid to... Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. Nolan's going to breed, and we're going to find out what trouble he's just gotten himself into in just a second. And I don't know how much you get nesting material-wise. Oh fudge, why did she reveal herself? I don't know, why do I always get so messed up with this tribe? With this... why? But I don't know if I want her to have that baby right now. I mean, I don't know if it's already been 2 days, like maybe the day they get pregnant counts, because if that does count, then she's pregnant now. She is supposed to have her baby now. But actually, she would be having her baby the next day anyway. What the heck? It still feels like I feel like I'm off, but I don't know if I get enough nesting material to make another nest. I mean, I guess I would in the next turn, so I think Isanako is going to swipe that up because, yes. Oh, we're getting quite a bit of nesting material. Okay, I guess I didn't have to worry. But, next turn, Arrowwood is going to have to see if he kicks his little brother, well, his nephew out. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to pass the turn. It is now snowing. And I think first things first, get rid of this meat. It will lure carnivores to us, and we don't want that. We're going to zoom out. We're actually going to sniff. As far as I can tell, there are no enemies around us, so I think it'll be perfectly okay for Ivy to set up another nest for her baby, and she's going to try to crack this acorn. She should have grabbed the berries, though. But her daughter Erica can do that. And there's so many bunnies, it's ridiculous. But Arrowwood is not happy with Nolan. Not happy with Nolan. Speaking of which, Isanako, when will you have your baby? Is this the first day of your pregnancy or the second day? See, this is what I'm so confused. Should the day they get pregnant on be counted as one of the days they're pregnant? Or should it be that they have to wait for 2 days after the day they get pregnant? So let me know, you guys, because that's another thing that's confusing me. But for now, we'll just wait one more turn. Mostly to maybe gather up more resources, gather up more of everything else. But, Nolan, you're in trouble, buddy. We're gonna have to see. We are going to have to see if Arrowwood is going to let this stand. So if it gets under a 5, then Nolan can stay. If not, he is going to get expelled. I'm so hesitant, though. I really... Oh, whoops. What are you doing? Nolan, stop it. I'm just so nervous. Ugh. Okay, roll dice. Whoa! Whoa! It got a 2. I honestly thought we were gonna, like, lose Nolan. I think Arrowwood is thinking of his brother, so he decided not to kick Nolan from the tribe, but he is certainly not happy. And I think he is so unhappy that Nolan is going to be ranked down to Omega. He is that angry with him. That angry. But they're going to have their baby, at the very least. They're going to get to have their baby. And Itchweed, passive, sweet, humble Itchweed, is just going to be up here, and he's just going to work on stuff. He's just kind of like, I'm not doing anything. I'm okay. He's just staying with everybody else, and he's trying to be very kind and like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I don't want any part of this. I don't want any part of this drama. But, Nolan is very happy to hear that he and his mate get to have their baby. And there's a bird. But actually, his mate, I think they're gonna scoot further away anyway. So, I don't want to leave Itchweed, though. Itchweed might end up getting a bit cold, because he is going to go looking for some more food resources. Crabbit! Oh, it's dead! He's gonna collect up that crabbit meat, then. And I think Isanako is going to stay around here, and she might swipe at the berries. I don't really know. I don't know what she's going to do. There's something up here. I don't know what she wants to do. I think she's gonna stay here because she's a bit cold, but she might come down here and shake this, and then I think she might go back up just to get an acorn, maybe to try and get at it. But I think Itchweed might ask that she stays close because he's really cold. So okay, we get to have another lovely little baby, and I don't know if we've set up their mutations. We actually have not. So let's see if we possibly have enough to maybe do the claw ram horns. No, we don't. But it does turn out that the white fur does help us blend in. It was just kind of hard to see because they forgot to maybe add the text to it that lets us know that it does indeed help us blend in. Because I think he might have some extra blendy-inny power. Color camouflage. Yeah, he does. Blendy-inny power. I'm so ridiculous. But I don't know what else to put for Arrowwood's, for his thing, for his stuff. So, oh, that is another thing. Once the nicheling has been allowed to breed, like allowed to stay after they bred with their mate, should they just be allowed to have their second child without question, or should they also have the threat of being kicked out again for having another baby? If you guys have any ideas about that too, let me know, because that is another thing I've been thinking about. But we're gonna have this baby, and ram horns, ram horns, ram horns, ram horns. I don't know what else to encourage, really. I wish I could encourage big body, but we need to spend more time in the cold, so that's going to be a little while away. So I might just have something really fun and encourage the violet eyes. That seems like it would be a lot of fun. But alright, let's see if I can't get a better angle on you, darling. Oh, I guess that would be a better angle. There we go. That's perfect. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pass the turn. Her last child, a pink child, you're pink, darling. But then again, we have this lady over here who's like red. So Korana! You are so cute, Korana. Oh my goodness, you are adorable. Okay, so we need to get a good name for you, and I think she is Generation C. No, she's not Generation C. They're Generation D, aren't they? Yes, she's Generation D. So actually that leaves me to wonder, you're Generation C, which means you're... Oh, would these guys technically be Generation... These guys are technically not Generation D. They're actually Generation C because Arrowwood and his mate were Generation B. So I think Isanako and Nolan would be the ones having Generation D babies. So we need to really quickly fix that. Whoopsie! Whoopsie-doodles! Oh my gosh, this is so confusing, but she's technically a Generation C. She's not a Generation... Oh, she's not a Generation D. That would have been so cool, but she's not. But, oh, she's so pink! She is so pink! I can't wait to see the name suggestions that might fit you, little one. You're just like candy. Gazania. Oh, that's cute. We have geranium, too. I think I'm going to name her... Aw, Honesty. I think I'll name her Honesty. So we have little Honesty here, and she is actually a Generation C. So we have C, Honesty, and there we go. She is the second child of Arrowwood, and actually I'm going to look at her and see if she can breed with anybody. E and B. She can actually breed with Nolan, and I'm checking that because I have a feeling that when Arrowwood passes away, Nolan is going to be taking over. So he and Little Honesty might actually end up together after Isanako passes away. So we'll have to see, but she is going to actually need that nest. She is going to need that nest. So I think her mate is going to try to help gather up as much nesting material as he can. And our Arrowwood, I don't know what Arrowwood thinks. All I know is that he's going to gather up some berries and maybe try to dig, and his daughter is going to do the same. And I think she might gather at the surrounding stuff, but Isanako needs to wander around a bit. She needs to look around for a possible nest, and she is not finding any. She is not finding any, so she is probably gonna just have to go back and try to take this nest in a second then. But Itchweed, my friend, my lovely little Itchweed, I think he's gonna end up going over here. He's gonna go over here, and he might go this way, gather the snow away so that we can see a lovely rock. That's great. Hi, rock. You're so cool. Speaking of rocks, there's a whoopsie-doodles. Whoopsie-doodle day. Okay, let's zoom out. Speaking of rocks, I know there's an ancient rock somewhere on this island, and I would love to release whatever nicheling is residing in there. But we're gonna go ahead, zoom in, and we have no babies this time. No babies. So Arrowwood, how old are you? Yeah, Arrowwood's about to pass away, and I think Itchweed's just he is just so gentle and everything. I don't think he'd mind or really try to fight Nolan, as Nolan just takes the spot. And Nolan's very bitter against his uncle, very bitter, because he ranked him down to Omega and everything. We're gonna pass the turn. There's a deer! There's a deer! Save the baby! Oh my goodness. Okay, so Nolan has quickly saved the baby, and he is now in Alpha. So I forgot what the colors were. They're blue. So he and Isanako are now Alphas. And we actually need to move... We need to move her. So I'm kind of nervous about that, and oh my gosh, I just noticed there's a wanderer. No, it's not a wanderer, it's a rogue male. I'm a bird! That's terrible! Itchweed! Itchweed! Fight this guy! Itchweed! Snack this guy! Itchweed's a gentle soul mostly, but he certainly does not tolerate this kind of behavior, especially around his little sister of sorts. She's kind of a little sister. She isn't exactly. No! Quick, take our spot! Oh goodness, I thought it was going to take over the nest. That would have sucked so much. But we actually do need to look at these guys. I don't know if I've set up their genes, and I really do love her coloring. But it would be nice to start getting some lighter nichelings. Oh no! She has hemophilia! Oh my gosh, ugh. Ugh, 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 ugh. Try to crack an acorn. Try to crack an acorn. Nolan is definitely going to have to start working and thinking of how he could improve things. Why don't you collect some of that snow, I guess. Remove that so that we have a tile. There's a bunny. There's a bunny. Moving around, clearing out the snow for us, which isn't too bad. But his mate needs the blue gems. So we had we almost lost Nolan. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't, because I got a 1 and a 1 on both of our dice. But, I was thinking of something. I was trying to work on something. Right, your genetics. That's what I was working on. I cannot get anything else yet, so I guess for their first child, we're just gonna leave it, although I really want those violet eyes, so forgive me, but I am going to try to seriously encourage those violet eyes, because I think that would just be super gorgeous. I just really want the violet eyes. I just really, really want the violet eyes. But that's the best that I know of right now. I think they both have, no, she's the only one with big body recessives, and he has spiky body recessive, so we're almost definitely getting spiky body. But let's go ahead, let's zoom in, and maybe what we could make sure is if she has, I don't know, I guess for now this is good, but let's try to zoom in as close as possible. Our first ever baby between them, and then they're going to breed straight away, and she'll have another. Let's see. I'm a bird, baby! Terrible birds, as usual. That's all you are. Terrible birds. Terrible. Terrible, terrible birdies. And then we have that rogue male wandering around. Let's see, let's sniff. The plant is ready to be eaten again, so that's nice. We have our first ever, oh, we're just getting daughter after daughter after daughter. Thank goodness Nolan has another breeding possibility with little honesty here. But these guys are gonna have to breed straight away. So she's going to hop down here. I think he's going to quickly swipe at this bunny, gather it up, swipe at this bunny as well. And so we have all the bunnies. But Isanako is going to breed straight away with her mate and collect some more grass. There's that rogue male. I don't like it. I really do not like that rogue male, and I want to go collect up that meat. So she's going to collect this, and then she's going to come over here. We need to get up more berries, so I think Nolan is going to do that. At the moment, he's watching after his daughter, and she is actually a true Generation D. Oh gosh, look at her name, Anala. Anala. There we go, that was hard to say. Why was that hard to say? We're gonna scroll again, we're gonna put D. Wisteria. Actually, Woolly Violet would be kind of hilarious, but I think Wisteria. So, whoops, we have Wisteria, and she is our first Generation D. And now that they've bred, we imagine that she has, okay, so 2 more days. So on her second to last day, she'll have her next baby. And then Nolan and Honesty will court for 1 day, and then they'll start breeding. And hopefully our tribe will get a little bit bigger. But I'm not too upset with it being small right now. It makes the fact that we have limited food resources not too bad. So I appreciate it, actually. I think it's fine. But we have quite a few things over here. I guess Honesty might reveal the grass over the bunny burrow for now. And yeah, okay. Okay. So I guess we can just go ahead and pass the turn then. Alright. Okay, I'm still very nervous. I'm very nervous. but I definitely would like to start making our way possibly to that stone. So that might be something that we start doing soon. Maybe after Isanako passes away. And I think that Honesty might be making her way towards it just by herself, and that a little portion of our tribe will stay here. And Isanako is going to come over here to protect her daughter, while her mate actually looks around for possibly more food. Whoa! Looks like he got it. I didn't mean for him to collect that, but he did. And Itchweed actually wants to go with Honesty to protect her. So he's going to go this way, and I think Erica, Honesty, and Itchweed are going to kind of start traveling this way, but Nolan is probably going to command that they don't go too far. At the most, I think they'd end up going to the trunk without the rest of the clan, or sorry, pack. So we have Isanako, we have Wisteria, Generation D, and so these guys, their kids would also be Generation D. So, we're not doing too bad, but definitely struggling a little bit because we can't really grow our pack numbers this way. So on her second to last day, she has one more turn, so she'll be able to have her baby tomorrow. Passing the turn again, and her daughter is now safe from birds. Her daughter needs to repair the nest. Repair nest. We had just enough nesting material. Her daughter's gonna scoot. She's gonna sit here, gather from the berry bush, and so is her mate. Her mate's gonna dig. Her mate's gonna jump here and gather from the berries because they're really trying to keep up the food. That awful rogue male is lingering again, and we're going to just ignore him. Oh, she can dig, it looks like. So Itchweed, why don't you go ahead and get us some roots that way? And I think she's going to come up here, and we have revealed tons of space. So she's going to dig in the snow to clear it away, and I think Itchweed will as well. And Honesty is going to end up maybe collecting this grass and sitting with them. So this little trio is kind of going to work on clearing away the snow, and maybe they'll end up finding that permanent nest. But they're going to stick together, so hopefully that they stay warmed up by the rest of their party. And our nichelings over here aren't warmed up, actually. Little Wisteria isn't. So we have to be aware of that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom out. There is a little nesting material plant there. How perfect. And there's some moles. We're not doing too shabbily on food, but we'll go ahead, have them breed, and alright. Really excited to see what this baby is gonna look like. Try to get a good picture pose. There we go. And whoop. Actually, that was good. Oh, I'm so excited! Isanako! Hopefully our next baby is actually a boy. Well, let's see if we've unlocked anything else that could be useful to us. Not really. I mean, maybe the stripes would be useful. So I suppose I could encourage the stripes, encourage some pattern. But let's just go ahead and pass the turn and see what our baby's gonna be. It's a boy! Oh my goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. I was starting to really worry about that we might not get a boy. But we have a lovely little Nuvonro who looks a lot like his mother. And he has B and D. His sister has the same exact immunities. So hopefully Nolan and Honesty can have some kids that have opposite immunities so that we can breed them together. We'll have to see. But Nuvonro, you are really gorgeous, but you do have hemophilia. Ugh. Let's go ahead, let's rename him. So he would be D, and let's scroll and see what name we pop up on. I think that's, let's see, D Bard. So we have Bard here, and according to the person who suggested this, it means battle against peace. So, maybe you're a feisty little soul then. Maybe that's what that means. Oh, you're so cute though. So we have D Bard, and he is, he's a son, which is actually really, really good for us. So now that that's done, Isanako is going to spend her last day, maybe, actually, she might just spend her last day helping explore. So the second she passes away, I think Nolan and Honesty are going to start their courtship. So they're going to start their courtship, and he's going to pick her as his next mate. And these guys up here are going to have to do a lot of stuff. So let's see. I think Isanako is probably going to go off and maybe try to, hunt. She wasn't able to. Oh no. Wisteria. I think Wisteria is going to be told to scoot over here to stay by her little brother. And that terrible bunny. Terrible bunny, how dare you? How dare you? I probably shouldn't be clearing away all the grass, but I just feel like I should be. And Isanako has cleared that away. These guys are over here doing what they're doing, and he is helping to clear out stuff. They're kind of being very close. They're sticking really close together. And Honesty is going to have to go back to court soon. She's going to have to go back to her future mate because she has been decided, and he is going to court her, and that will be one turn. So I think she is going to be collecting this, and then she's going to sit back on the stump. Erica's just up here. I think she and Itchweed are just going to go off together to collect, and they may never have children, but I definitely think they're very close, and that's really cute to me. I definitely think they're very close. But okay. Alright, we're going to pass the turn, and I'm going to be very suspicious, so we're going to zoom in from this angle so I can see all of you guys. We're going to pass the turn. The snow is melting. I hear a carnivore. I hear a carnivore. Carnivore down here. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Carnivore. Babies. Babies around here. Carnivore, how terrible. No, 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 no. Okay. First things first. We need to get moving. I think that might actually have convinced, Nolan to get moving. But there's a lovely little lady down here, and her name is Rico, and she is being A. Do we have A immunity? I don't think we do. So we're gonna have to roll to see if we can invite her. If not, then we're gonna continue our flight away. But she does have nimble fingers, so she could be very, very useful. But let's go ahead and roll and see if we can invite Rico. So I believe the chances, actually I have to look at the chances again. I forgot the chances. If it's, I forgot how high our chances were. Let's see. So, okay. So a 1 and a 4. So if we get between the numbers 1 and 4, if 5 and above, we can't get them. We can't invite. We got a 6. So it looks like we're going to be leaving Rico behind because Nolan is not having any of this. He is going to collect from this, and then he's going to move his daughter and move her up and away. And actually, she might swipe up this. And this Rico is really trying to join our tribe. She is following after us, but we can't do anything. I'm sorry, Rico. We just can't invite you. And these guys up here, the snow is melting, and I think they would swipe up this bunny and feel hopeful. And more nesty material. I think Itchweed might jump up here, collect some more of the snow, and Honesty is actually going to look over here. And she has found another nest. She found another nest! Oh, that's so cool. She's gonna clear away more of the snow. But the snow is melting, which means hopefully that rock that we saw will reappear. I know it was somewhere over here, but it'd be really cool if one of them just idly scratched it and boom! New member of the tribe, of the pack. But we're gonna go ahead and pass the turn, and I think Nolan and Honesty will have been courting. They're courting, so this will be their day of courting. And someone got hurt. I don't know who it was. I don't think the carnivore has moved. They moved away from us, if anything. Rico really wants to join the tribe. Rico really wants to join the tribe. So we're gonna try to invite her again, since she's still so close. But then if she doesn't get invited, she doesn't get invited, and we leave. But we're gonna roll the dice. Sorry, Rico. It looks like there is not a chance for you to be a part of this. Pack here. So I think Nolan is going to collect up all of the berries, and he is going to have his daughter collect up these berries. She is now going to go ahead and flee over to the warm bath, And her brother is going to go with her. He's going to meet Honesty. And then so is Nolan, because they are going to breed straight away. And since they have, oh, that failed. Breeding again, awesome. So they have bred again, and I think she might go over here, and we have tons and tons of bunnies. We're starting to run a little low on food, so I definitely think that whenever they get the chance, they would hunt bunnies. So she's going to swipe up this bunny, she's going to swipe up this bunny, and I think that Itchweed might come over to help collect from them. And instead he's also going to jump back up on this trunk so that we don't lose all of our vision, but that way we really need to become proficient hunters, because it looks like it's going to be hard for us to stay in the grassy areas with all of those carnivores. But we want to be very careful, because I know ram foxes are out here somewhere, hiding and waiting for us. But alright, you guys, I do think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any suggestions or ideas on how this challenge could possibly be improved, go ahead and comment them down below. But I'm going to be popping on out of here, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!